Nice that you looking at. Swifties. Taylor Swift fans. Swifties are the fandom of the American singer Taylor Swift. Regarded by journalists as one of the largest and most devoted fan bases in music. Swifties are known for their high levels of participation, community, and cultural impact on the music industry and popular culture. They are a subject of widespread coverage in the mainstream media. Critics have opined that Swift has redefined artist-fandom relationships by establishing an intimate connection with Swifties. She has frequently engaged with, helped, credited and prioritized her fans, who have offered unprecedented support and interest in her works irrespective of her wavering reception in the media. They continue to support Swift through her genre transitions, unanticipated artistic pivots, and her highly publicized controversies such as the 2019 Masters dispute. While instigating the political scrutiny of Ticketmaster that led to implementation of various laws and stimulating economic growth with the Eras Tour. Journalists consider Swifties as a significantly influential voting bloc, especially in the politics of the United States. Swift's releases, promotional efforts, and fashion have garnered attention for incorporating Easter eggs and clues that are decoded by Swifties and considered part of her musical universe. They have also been a subject of criticism, with some fans displaying disregard for Swift's privacy by publicizing her real-time locations and verbally abusing individuals, including celebrities, who malign Swift. On the other hand, some Swifties criticize Swift herself for her lifestyle and professional choices, which journalists disapprove as a parasocial relationship. Cultural analyses have variably described Swifties as a community of interest, a subculture, and a near metaverse, while academics have studied them for their consumerism, content creation, social capital, collective effervescence, organizing prolificacy, and interpersonal relationships. The word, Swifties, was added to the Oxford Dictionary of English in 2023. Taylor Swift began writing, recording and releasing country music in 2006. Before releasing her debut single, Tim McGraw, 2006, Swift had been using social networking websites. She was one of the first country artists to use the internet as a marketing tool for her music, predominantly promoting herself on MySpace and connecting with listeners who liked her music when it played on radio. She created her MySpace account on August 31, 2005, a day before her then label, Big Machine Records, was inaugurated. Swift's songs on MySpace collected more than 45 million listens, which Scott Borchetta, the label's CEO, provided to skeptical country radio programmers to convince them of existing fans for Swift's songs. Swift released her self-titled debut studio album in the United States in October 2006. After selling 40,000 copies in its first week, it became a sleeper hit as its sales remained consistent over time, reaching 1 million copies in November 2007. It garnered its highest sales week in January 2008, with 187,000 copies. This sleeper success contributed to a rapid increase in Swift's notability within and beyond the country music scene. Taylor Swift spent 24 weeks at the #1 spot of the U.S. Top Country Albums chart and became the longest-running album from the 2000s decade on the all-genre Billboard 200. Her follow-up album, Fearless, was released in November 2008 and became the best-selling album of 2009. It achieved significant international success beyond the Anglosphere, where country music was then not popular. And its singles, Love Story, and You Belong With Me, became crossover successes on pop radio, catapulting Swift to mainstream fame and widening her audience. The success planted dedicated fan bases for Swift in overseas markets such as the United Kingdom, Ireland, Brazil, Taiwan, India, Indonesia, Egypt, and Japan. Her subsequent albums, which saw her experiment with pop, rock, electronic, folk, and alternative styles, helped enlarge her fan base and diversify its demographics in the following decades. The word Swiftie for a Swift fan gained popularity in the late 2000s. Etymologically, the word is formed from Swift's name and the suffix ie, which is often used in diminutives to imply affection. Swift stated in a 2012 Vivo interview that her fans call themselves Swifties, which she found adorable. Swift filed the term for trademark in March 2017. In 2023, Oxford Dictionary of English defined Swiftie as a noun meaning an enthusiastic fan of the singer Taylor Swift. As per the dictionary, some words that collocate with Swiftie in popular usage are fandom, die-hard, hardcore, and self-proclaimed. According to dictionary.com, the term Swiftie often implies that the person is a very passionate and loyal fan, as opposed to just a casual listener. Swift maintains a close relationship with Swifties, to whom many journalists attribute her cultural influence. To the Washington Post, Swift and Swifties are all part of one big friend group. She has revolutionized the relationship a celebrity can have with fans, according to the New York Times. Many fans feel connected to her as they have grown up with her and her music. Laura Kelly of The Atlantic stated that Swift understands the power of the group experience. Her connection with fans is considered unique for artists of her stature. She has interacted with them on social media, sent them gifts, hand-selected them to attend intimate concerts or meet and greets, made surprise visits, participated in some of their functions, such as a wedding or a bridal shower, and gifted free tickets to disadvantaged or medically ill fans. Swift's habit of lurking her fans online has been referred to as Taylurking by the fans. In June 2010, Swift hosted a 13-hour meet and greet as a part of the CMA Festival in Nashville, Tennessee. In 2014, 2017 and 2019, she hosted the Secret Sessions, a series of pre-release album listening parties for fans at her houses, and a 2014 Christmas event dubbed by the fans as the Swiftmas, where Swift sent packages of early Christmas presents to fans and hand-delivered some of them. Swift has also written songs in honor of her fans, such as Long Live, 2010, or Ronan, 2012. The latter is a charity record about a fan's 4-year-old son who died of neuroblastoma. In 2023, she invited 2,200 fans to the world premiere of her concert film, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, free of cost. Zoya Raza Sheikh of The Independent reported that Swift remains at the forefront of delivering fan-based experiences to cultivate an ever-growing following. Whether it's personal invites to the singer's house for album listening parties, aka secret sessions, or pre-show hangouts, she continues to put her fans first. With her large fan base, Swift is one of the most followed people on social media, according to ticketing executive Nathan Hubbard. Swift was the first musician ever to be natively online. Rolling Stone critic Brittany Spanos opined that Swift grew her fan base on social media. She was using Tumblr way past its prime. Twitter. She's now on TikTok, commenting on people's videos. The part of TikTok dominated by Swifties is known as SwiftTok. A 2024 qualitative study of Swifties credited Swift's constant self-disclosure and authentic persona on social media for the Swifties' exceptional relationship with Swift. Swift has donated to fans to cover their academic loans, medical bills, rent, or other expenses. In 2018, she bought a house for a homeless and pregnant fan. Her high donation to a fan with leukemia on GoFundMe in 2015 caused the crowdfunding platform to expand its donation cap. In 2023, thousands of Swifties collectively donated $125,000 via GoFundMe to the family of a fellow Swiftie who was struck and killed by a drunk driver on his way home from a Swift concert. Much of the donated amount was given in portions of $13, Swift's favorite number, when 3 children were murdered and several others maimed at a Swift-themed event. Swifties raised over £100,000 within a day to help the victims. While Swifties are generally perceived as a fandom unanimously supportive of Swift, members of the fanbase have also criticized her a number of times throughout the years. Reasons include insufficient political activism from Swift, such as during Donald Trump's election as the 45th president of the US or the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and the individuals she has been associated with in the media, such as Matty Healy, who is known for his controversial statements. Swift has also criticized her fans or some of her fans in certain lyrics of her 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department, 2024. Prominently in the tracks, But Daddy I Love Him, and Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, for encroaching on her private life. Journalists describe Swift's works, celebrity, and the fanfare surrounding them as a world of its own, dubbing it a music universe subject to analyses by Swifties. Propagated by her prolific use of Easter eggs and unusually close connection with her fans, Swift is a source of myth in popular culture. Her outfits, accessories, diction, color coding, and numerology have also been Easter eggs. Swifties are known for their fan theories, having gained a reputation as the best online sleuths for breaking down and associating various elements they consider as clues or Easter eggs. According to Bruce Arthur of Toronto Star, Swift is followed by fans whose dedication to her mythology is Byzantine and layered and complex and messianic. Glamour and The Washington Post termed the lore as the Taylor Swift cinematic universe. Entertainment Weekly called it Taylor Swift Musical Universe, a pop star known for prodigious hint-dropping, whose fans turn every piece of info into an online archaeological dig. In The Guardian, Adrian Horton said, Swiftverse is a subculture of mass media, cultivated by years of world-building and Swiftian mythology. While Alim Karaj wrote Swift turned pop music into a multiplayer puzzle, involving fan-base commitment, which other artists have attempted to reproduce. According to Sinead O'Sullivan in The New Yorker, the Swiftverse is a fan universe, filled with complex, in-sequence narratives that have been contextualized through multiple perspectives, across Swift's albums. Andrew Unterberger of Spin wrote that symbolisms are inextricable elements of the Taylor Swift experience, and key to understanding her work. To Caroline Mims Nice of The Atlantic, Swift's fandom is nearly a metaverse, a huge virtual community unmoored from a single platform, based on a world around Taylor Swift, missing only the 3D virtual space to hang out in. According to Ya, Swift enjoys embedding clues, hints and puzzles in her works, social media posts and interviews, constructing a self-mythology that fans believe could have a hidden meaning and attempt to decode, such as a release date, song or album title, or an artistic element. Madeline Meronach of Today observed how Swift's Easter eggs, which originated as short messages hidden within elaborate CD packaging, have become more innovative and intricate over time. The critical analysis is referred to as Swiftology in the media. For instance, The scarf, mentioned in All Too Well, has been a topic of mythology. Swift is known for her album rollouts and promotional concepts, often referred to as eras. Each era is characterized by an aesthetic idea, color palette, mood, and a fashion style. As such, Swift has reinvented her image and style throughout her career, which Ashley Lutz of Fortune felt aided in broadening her fan base. Today, senior editor Elena Nicolaou reported on how Swifties, who are mostly millennials, have incorporated Swiftie culture into their weddings and other events. Her use of symbols and imagery has only grown over time, to the point that if you look deep enough into Swift world, her fans seem as if they are practically speaking another language with abbreviations, coded catchphrases and references that only they understand. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.